TV.
Welcome to this edition of Dufferin Life. I'm your host, Teena Avery. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are talking about mixology magic. Joining me today is the cocktail expert, David Narin.
Yeah. Well, I am a published author of two books on cocktails.
You are.
As well, you know.
Yes.
So, yes, there's nothing I love more.
Yes. Well, we're going to talk about different holiday cocktails. We're going to start off with a couple that are fun that can be used with the kids if you want to do them. And the first one.
This is the most gorgeous thing, this drink. What this is going to be is spectacular. It looks beautiful. What have you done here? It's gorgeous.
So what we've done is we've used some fresh cranberries, and then we've got a sprig of rosemary in the top. This is called a snow globe cocktail, but it can be a mocktail as well. Then you just cover the cranberries with water, just freeze it overnight. And you've got this beautiful
It is
snow globe.
I can barely tell the difference between your fingernails and the drink. It's fantastic.
It's the festive season
gorgeous.
for sure.
So we could put Prosecco in here.
We could, and that's what you could pour on top, and it gives it like a sparkling look. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do sparkling water on this one.
Right.
Because, please don't overflow.
And I suppose we could do like ginger ale.
Yep, you
like
could,
anything,
absolutely.
for like the kids, if you want to kind of.
So you want it to give a little bit of a sparkle, and so you've got it.
That's one of the most beautiful drinks.
Isn't it beautiful? Like, I just thought, like, it's so fun, and it's sparkling water. You could do ginger ale or Sprite. You can pretty much put anything in there, Prosecco, sparkling wine, whatever you want to do, anything that goes well with cranberries and a little bit of rosemary.
Yeah.
But when I made this, I was like, this is so pretty. This is
It's
awesome.
beautiful. I mean, I think, I would go for like ginger ale or something like that if I was doing a mocktail. It's really, but it's so beautiful, and all the bubbles are, it looks
does look like a snow globe. It does.
Because all the little bubbles are coming up.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's magical. What a great way to start.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
I'm so totally thrilled with that one. I'm going to show you, this is kind of a little bit of a play off of one. I'm not going to make it just because we have to save all of our glasses for all the other things we're making as well.
But we've got a long way to go.
We do. So this one is called a Merry Mimosa. And it doesn't have to be a mimosa. This can be adapted for the kids as well. So I'm going to show you what I have here. I know, beautiful, pretty. So what we used was cranberries, fresh cranberries, a slice of orange, another sprig of rosemary, and then for some of them, you can make them with water if you don't like pomegranate juice.
Right.
But this one is pomegranate juice, and this is how it's a beautiful mimosa. And you just put that in your glass, and then you pour whatever you want over it, Prosecco, sparkling champagne, anything, because it's a mimosa, right?
And
so champagne.
Maybe it's just a sensory thing, but I mean, I know rosemary doesn't really smell like pine normally, but this one looks, and these two, it almost smells like a Christmas tree.
I know. And this, so like I said, this is a very easy one to do. It just literally minutes. Fresh cranberries again, sprig of rosemary, a little bit of orange.
Super easy for the holidays.
Super easy. And pomegranate juice. And you can use whatever juice you wanted to use.
And it's so good for you. Pomegranate juice is one of those like superfoods, right? They say. So what will you do? You just put it in the glass and then
just put it in the glass and pour over your champagne, your Prosecco, your Sprite, your ginger ale. Well, I can absolutely make
sure.
one.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what it looks like. So we drop that in. Shall we use? Yes, let's use Prosecco.
We're going to use some Prosecco.
Because we opened it just before the show, and you know. Now, I could have taught you a little secret.
I know, I should have tilted. I'm aware.
And here, you know what? Do it again. Let me show you something really weird. This is a bar spoon.
Okay.
And I found out the other day why. Just here.
Yep.
I found out why why they have this. What do you call that?
The long twizzly end?
The twirly
the swirly end.
Here, I'm going to hold that there. And
okay.
Pour it down here.
Okay.
Like this.
Oh. Get out. Oh my gosh, look at that.
And
that's
see,
amazing.
It doesn't fizz up. Isn't that incredible?
That is awesome.
If you do that with a glass of like cola or ginger ale, and because usually you pour it in and poof, it goes all over the top.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things about why a professional bar spoon is all twirly like that, is you can pour right down the edge of it, and bartenders don't lose extra stuff. Now this is beautiful. Look, as it's melting, the pomegranate is starting to come into the Prosecco, and again, ginger ale or soda water, anything like that.
Sparkling water, whatever it happens to be.
Because again, we want to make sure, we're having fun doing this. And all of this stuff, but we're everybody, don't drink and drive, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't want anybody doing that. So
yeah, and certainly do not make the amount of cocktails we're going to make and then consume them and then go out. We're making them. We're not drinking them.
We're maybe after the show.
Maybe after the show we'll enjoy a cocktail.
And if you had some other guests coming in off air, we could do that.
I will say, David, that I was telling everybody about us doing this, and they were like, "Can we come? Can we be guests? Can we test drive?" I'm
Absolutely.
like, yeah, maybe a little bit later on. But yeah, actually, it's melting fairly quickly because the Prosecco obviously was warm.
Of course.
So the the cranberries are floating away, and you've got that sprig of rosemary and that.
And orange. It's just so gorgeous. It's so festive. And if you don't have orange, you could put in a slice of lime or lemon, I suppose, depending on what your tastes are. But the orange just gives it a beautiful little color thing.
And that is a Merry Mimosa.
It's a beautiful thing. You know what you would do? Here, I think I might. Just in case we get to another cocktail. Look, I brought like little slices of lemon. This is like a bartender trick. So if you have a piece of orange, and the thing to do is take your piece of orange and just rub it around the rim of the glass like that.
Right.
A whole bunch of times, because then anywhere you pick up the glass and have a sip, you'll get that little taste of orange with your drink, right?
That's amazing.
So, yeah, it's just a little bartender tip.
Well, there you go. I'm learning. I'm learning a lot.
Well, we're both learning, right? We've got all kinds of ingredients here.
All right.
What do you want to make next? I'm intrigued by this Jack Frost thing.
Jack Frost, and there's so many versions of a Jack Frost, and we're going to make a couple of them. But we do have like a third one that we can just talk about.
Sure.
And each one has a different type of alcohol. So if, let's say, for instance, you don't like Prosecco, you don't like vodka, or you don't like rum, I've got a Jack Frost for all of you, except one we're not going to make because we would have had to bring a blender, and I'm not quite ready for that.
Oh well, yeah, that's just too much. That's too much like work. I don't want to. I love, and one day we should do what we should do one day. Next time you want to do this is we should do tiki drinks.
Oh, okay.
And then we get the blender because there's a whole bunch of other ingredients.
Well, you know me and a daiquiri and. Well,
I know.
Yeah.
But the thing I like about, especially when we're doing this, or even when we did the cocktail books, is that these are all things that you can find in our local LCBOs. You don't have to drive to Toronto, or you don't have to, all of these are right off the shelf here in our own local outlets.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that makes it cool too. So, you don't have, and to keep the ingredients kind of simple,
Okay.
Which is so
great.
great.
Am I pouring and you're telling me what I'm pouring, or are you pouring?
Well, sure. Well, let's, we want to do this, we're going to do this first Jack Frost. To me, the thing about what I thought in common with all Jack Frosts, because there are several, is that they're blue.
Yes.
Is because that's from Blue Curacao, which is this bottle you have right over here. And this was sometimes a little difficult to find.
Yes.
This is made with Curacao oranges, kind of like a very bitter orange, but it's sweetened. And this color, we got to, this is food coloring.
Yes.
This is not a natural color.
But it's such a beautiful blue.
But it is such a beautiful blue, and it gives to all kinds of drinks. A Blue Lagoon. There's all kinds of cocktails that use it that really that give it that kind of beautiful thing. So what you want to do is
which glass would we like for this one?
I don't know. Which glass do you think?
I feel like it's this glass.
You think so? Okay. Well, I think we want to know. Let's. We're going to mix it in the glass.
Yeah.
So put some ice in that glass.
Okay.
And then we're going to put in 2 ounces of rum.
Let me hand that to you.
Okay. Oh, good. That's good stuff. Okay.
Well, I went with some of these things were already in my cupboard, so I think that's
and that's the great
ice,
thing
right?
too with cocktails is that a lot of it's adaptable. That if it calls for bourbon and you only have rye, then use rye.
Yeah. I'm going to switch with you.
Okay, that's 2 ounces of rum.
2 ounces of rum.
And that's going right in there. Then we're going to put in 1 ounce of, where did my little shot glass go? Oh, you just had it. And then we're going to put in 1 ounce. This is a 2 ounce measure, so it's pretty easy. So there's a 1 ounce pour of Blue Curacao.
It's already beautiful.
That's
I'm already loving it.
Look at it. It's already gorgeous. And it's already starting to make me feel cold, right? And now we want to put in some pineapple juice.
Yes.
1.5 ounces of pineapple juice.
Okay.
And this, do you want to, why don't you open that and I'll open this because
David is ever aware of my nails.
Teena and her nails.
My claws. So 1.5 ounces. I've got
Now, the thing with this cocktail is there's coconut milk and coconut cream. And that's a 2 ounce, so there you go. Perfect, that looks great. There's your pineapple juice. This is coconut cream. And
Yes.
oh, you got the organic, you got the really good stuff.
I did, and I bought it locally at Harmony Whole Foods.
Right on.
Yeah.
So the fat content, of course, is because when you even look at this, no, you can see it in the can,
Yeah.
like it's, you know. So if we have a little spoon.
We've got measuring spoons
Here, we'll use this one. Here,
Yeah.
we'll use my cocktail. That's what this is for. Here, we'll use this end.
This is so much fun.
Is so that you need to kind of just get, because the fat content in it is quite, and I mean, it's not like, you know, it's a caloric kind of drink as soon as you start using this.
Well,
but,
this is not something that you're going to be drinking on your effort to be healthy.
well,
It's not
I mean,
bad.
it's not super unhealthy.
No.
You did buy it at Harmony after all.
I
So,
did,
you know,
I
mean,
did.
It's a good product. Here, we'll put that down there.
All right.
And we're going to put in two teaspoons of that.
Oh, David, I might need to put my
Now,
glasses
I could
on
also
for
tell you, too, that this is 1 teaspoon. I know that for a fact. So there's
See?
one.
This is why I brought the
and there's
cocktail expert
two.
with me.
There you go. And we're going to
All
stir
right.
that. So, look, and then what are we going to do with the rest of this can?
Well, we're going to do some more cocktails in it. We might have to use it.
But you've probably got, because you make amazing desserts. You're amazing making those kind of things, and that's going to be fantastic. Shake it, pour it over ice. We can just mix it in the glass.
Yep.
And with a drink like this, what you might, when you just want to give it, because we want that
Oh, yeah.
to completely. There we go.
And you can always like make this fancier. I didn't want to take the time. We've only got a couple minutes left of this segment, and we've only done a couple drinks. But
So the thing to do with this is when you have a drink like this, and I think we would have put it in a smaller glass.
Yeah.
But is to rim the glass with sugar.
yes.
So take a little dish with some lemon juice or lime juice or something like that. And we're going to dip the glass in that, and then we're going to dip it into a little bit of a sugar bowl, and we get a beautiful frosting around it, so it would even look like ice, right?
Yeah,
And then we
absolutely.
could decorate this up with a couple of, you know, maybe a slice of pineapple.
Yes,
A slice
yeah.
of orange, just to give it that kind of look. But this is a very, very pretty cocktail.
It is a very beautiful drink, and probably going to be one of my favorites when I have that opportunity.
Oh, I know
to
it
give
will,
a
because
try.
I know it's got a couple of your favorite ingredients in it.
It does. And we don't have a lot of time, so I'm not going to make the Jack
Okay.
Frost mimosa, but we'll talk about how we would make that. So that's 1 ounce of pineapple juice, 1 ounce of the blue curacao.
Curacao.
Curacao. No, I'm
It's
bad. Yeah.
originally from the island of Curacao.
Okay.
That's hence the name, because they're.
Because I hear people calling it like blue caraco, and I'm like, no, that's
blue
not right.
Curacao, and the oranges are inedible. It's
Okay.
like a Seville orange. You can't eat it.
Okay.
Like you couldn't just take it off the tree. You have to make marmalade or then process it, but it gives this intensely crazy orange flavor,
Okay.
right? Which
Wonderful.
is what this is kind of too, is what
Yeah.
Contreras is too.
Okay, so we're gonna have 1 ounce of that. Again, a tablespoon or a teaspoon of the cream of coconut, and then you'll pour prosecco over that. So that's a different way of doing it without the rum.
Well, or something else that you could do is, because we have the Prosecco open, if you added maybe 2 ounces of Prosecco to that drink, you'd have the rum and the Prosecco going on at the same time. I bet you would just amp it up again. And then you could call it your own drink. You could
Yeah.
call it, you know, Teena's.
And
Teena's
absolutely.
winter.
And with that one, you know, another way you can rim the glass would be with coconut flakes, because it looks like snow, right?
Beautiful.
So like you
Yeah.
can just put the coconut flakes, do the same sort of procedure and do that.
I'll tell you a little secret to that, though, because when we were doing the cocktail book and we did some of that, is that use corn syrup.
Okay.
Don't
Perfect.
just use regular syrup, because then it almost kind of goes like glue, and the coconut particularly will hold right to it.
Wonderful. Well, don't go anywhere. We will be right back with more cocktails. Mixology magic.
I love it.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Hi there, I'm Mark Grice, the artist, and I really hope you'll tune in and watch my show. In 1 hour, I start with a blank canvas and I finish a whole acrylic painting right before your eyes. I start off holding a photograph like that, and I'll turn it into a painting like that here on Rogers TV.
You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
Welcome back to Dufferin Life. I'm so glad you stayed with us. And if you're just tuning in, we are talking mixology magic with David Narin from Theatre Orangeville. We've been making some great drinks so far.
Yes.
So if you didn't catch the beginning, you have to make sure that you check us out on YouTube when this airs, and make sure you catch the ones at the beginning.
Yes, absolutely, and make some of these drinks yourself because they're great fun. And again, they don't have to have alcohol. I mean,
They don't.
We made a couple of those mimosas where you can make them with Prosecco, you can make them with ginger ale or soda water.
Yep.
You know, we don't want people drinking and driving. We don't want people, just.
Absolutely. So let's get to it because we got to get 3 drinks through
Okay.
in this segment.
You
So
want to make a Grinchy drink. 'Cause
I
you're
do.
a Grinchy person.
I am a Grinchy person.
you're
I love
not.
everything holiday, but I do love the Grinch. And this one is called a Grinch Spritz.
Sounds like fun.
So if you have Midori, you can use that. If you don't, then you have the McGinnis melon, which
This is a really great product. It's
Yep.
beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's not quite as expensive
yes.
as the Midori.
Yeah.
And it's a little easier to find, actually. Midori is a little hard to find sometimes.
As I
whereas this
realized
is,
when we were doing this.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pour 2 ounces.
Okay. Do you
in
want
my
some,
green
do you want some
Grinchy.
ice in your glass?
Yeah, let's do
I
that.
think we should put some ice in.
Let's
I
do
think
that
that's
for
gonna
sure.
kind of, make it a bit of a thing,
All right. So 2 ounces
right?
of the melon liqueur.
Already, I just
Already
the color.
Grinchy. And
Just
did
look
you
at
notice?
that color.
Did you notice?
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Did you notice I'm
gorgeous.
using my green?
I know
Shot glass?
you. I know. I was picking up what you were putting down. I saw what you were doing.
All right. So this one's a pretty easy make as well.
Right.
So we're going to do 3 ounces of Prosecco. Ooh, I didn't pour it properly again, but
Oh, you know what?
I
As
know.
long as you get it in the glass.
at
That's
this
the main
point,
thing.
so we can. Oh, okay. I might have done a little bit more than 3 there, but we're not drinking it, so it's all
That's
good.
okay. Everybody gets the idea.
And then soda water.
we're going to top it up with a little bit of soda water. We're using some sparkling water here. We don't want to dilute it too terribly much, but that just gives it a little bit of sparkle.
Absolutely.
And then how are we going to, it's a beautiful drink, so how would we, you'd probably want to do something red with that? Like a,
Yeah, like I'm thinking garnish with a strawberry and then possibly some mint.
perfect.
Yeah.
Because it is melon. It's kind of cantaloupe flavored.
Oh, it does
this
smell
liqueur.
divine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful product. It's really, really nice. It's a gorgeous color, but yeah, you could even float your cranberries in there or something like just let those float
Yeah.
around. That's a great drink. I love
It
that
is.
one.
It is. I'm loving it. So that's the Grinch Spritz.
Yeah, and of course, green for the Grinch. Ta-dum, ta-dum, ta-dum.
Absolutely, absolutely. What are we going to make next, Dave?
Well, let's make this. You wanted to make your Christmas White Russian
I did.
because I know that you're.
I am a vodka fan.
You are. I know you are. I know that to be the case. So we want to shake this one up. This
Yes.
is usually when you've got either fruit or like a cream or a milk, something like that, or an egg white. You want it. It's a shake. It's not a stir, right?
Right, right.
So you're going to start by putting in there.
Couple ounces?
We're gonna do this because we talked about the rum chaka, but I think we're gonna do this with.
We can do the rum chata.
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Perfect.
This is really, really nice, this rum chata. So we're going to put in 2.5 ounces. Do you have your measuring glass there?
I do. Alrighty. You're telling
And
me.
we want to get some ice in this too, right?
Yes.
Because we're shaking. Let's just get some ice in here first.
All right,
Cool.
so this is 2.5 ounces.
So we've got 2.5 ounces. And then we're going to put in an ounce of whipping cream
Whipping cream.
or heavy cream, whatever works for you.
Yeah, I'll let you do that
whipping
one.
Cream. How's that? Wow, this is going to be luscious.
This,
In we go with that.
absolutely.
And we're going to put in an ounce of Kahlua.
An ounce of Kahlua. Oh, well, there we go. Perfect.
There we go. Now we're going to put on the top, and we're going to shake. And have you got a nice little glass ready for it? Which glass do you think it would look best in?
I think we're going to go with this one.
Okay, great. Shall I shake?
Shake, shake,
Okay.
shake.
So we want to shake for about 15 seconds. Already I can start to feel it getting cold.
Okay.
Now, these shakers are a little bit of a really kind of, woo, look at that. A really cool kind of little cheat because it's already got a strainer built right into it there.
Okay. Yeah, and if you don't, then you would definitely want to have a strainer that before you pour it over.
Yeah. Well, see, it's got a little strainer in the top.
Yeah.
So the ice and stuff won't go through. So now what would you do with that in order to kind of spruce that one up a little bit?
I don't see. I would just drink it.
Oh, well, so would I. Sometimes the garnish just gets in the way, right? You go, why is there fruit in my drink? I don't need that. Let me work around that.
What would you put in it?
Well, you could float some coffee beans on it.
Oh, nice.
You know,
Okay.
just,
Yeah.
well, because Kahlua is a coffee-based Mexican liqueur, so you could float some coffee beans in there. I I think
Would chocolate work?
I think chocolate, some
shredded,
grated
chocolate. That's
I think grated chocolate and a couple of coffee beans, like espresso beans. That would be awesome.
It looks divine.
A great way to start your morning. Instead of having a coffee, just go straight to that. Okay?
Wonderful.
So there you go. That's a beautiful drink.
It is an absolutely gorgeous drink. And you have brought something to surprise me with that I'm not aware of.
Do you want to try this?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
So this is a drink. This is actually kind of my favorite drink right now.
Okay.
And it comes from New Orleans.
Okay.
And here, let's put some ice in here.
Okay.
I'm going to put some ice in our. This is a cocktail mixer.
Okay.
Because we don't want to shake this drink.
Okay.
Now, what you have to promise me is a couple of things with this drink. One, this drink is pure alcohol.
Okay.
Okay? So you really have to be careful with it. This is the kind of drink that you want to be, you stay home, don't be going out, don't be driving or any of that kind of stuff. You want to sit by the fire and you want to just kind of put your feet up and relax. This is spicy. It's got all kinds of good stuff going on, and it's really easy to remember. So it's 1 ounce of rye.
Okay.
And use rye. Canadian whiskey is not rye.
Okay.
Like even Crown Royal, they're made with corn and wheat. So you want something this is a Canadian product, but you want something that's 100% rye.
Okay.
Even though we call Canadian whiskey rye, it's not. There's no rye in it.
Okay.
And so we want to put in 1 ounce of brandy.
Oh my goodness, I can already feel the heat in my cheeks and I'm not even drinking it
Well, that's why I say
yet.
it's that kind of drink. And if you want to get me that bottle of
This one?
that one right there, yeah. This is sweet vermouth. And the other thing you have to do with this is don't keep this in the fridge. It's a fortified wine and it will go off eventually.
Okay.
Right? So don't have it kind of sitting in your fridge for like a year and then think that it's going to be any good.
Okay.
Okay?
Good to
As
know.
I said, this one is all liquor, so you got to be careful. And then that bottle right there, that's called Benedictine.
Okay.
And it's made by Benedictine monks in France. And it's got about 12,000 different herbs and spices and things in it. So there's a sweetness to this drink, and there is a... Ooh, there we go. And just stir that.
Okay.
Stir that for about, I don't know, as much time as we have.
As much time as we have. So just stay tuned. For the next 5 minutes, we're going to stir.
No. And then what we want to do is, here it is right here. Okay, so you can take that out.
Okay.
That's perfect. Now, this thing that you've seen in a bar, this is called a Hawthorne strainer.
Okay.
So that just goes right on top there. And then, you can serve this. This cocktail is called a Vue Carré.
Okay.
And it comes from New Orleans. It was from the Hotel Monteleone. It was invented by Walter Bergeron in the 1930s. And in New Orleans, they serve it on the rocks. I like to serve it. I like to cool it.
Okay.
And this is a great thing because you made these in your fridge, right?
Right.
These ice cubes. Is that the ice from the fridge, it melts quickly. But with a drink like this, because it's pure alcohol, we want to have some dilution.
Right.
So the melting ice sort of helps us.
Okay.
But if we leave it in too long,
it's too diluted?
it's too diluted.
Okay.
Okay? And then we're going to take our little lemon peel.
Okay.
And we're going to go around here and we're going to express the oils into the drink. And there it is.
Wow.
It's beautiful. But, as I say, that's 3
I
ounces
just need
of
to
liquor.
smell it. I promise you I'm not going to... Oh, my goodness. That, yes.
But it's like, it is all liquor, right? So
Right.
there's no getting away. But there's
Yeah,
it's
you can't drink
spicy.
this and then take a drive. Like, there's
don't
too
even
many
think about
ounces
it.
of liquor in that. Yeah.
And this is basically like a double.
Okay.
Right? You could roll this back. You could make it a ½ ounce of each. I just sort of did that because it was easier just to pour.
Right.
But as long as the ratio is the same.
Okay.
Equal parts rye, brandy, and sweet vermouth.
Okay.
As long as you keep that ratio, you could do a half, you could do an ounce. These were
Okay.
just kind of aggressive pours. But yeah, no, definitely. You're not going anywhere.
That's a knocky on your bum drink. Yeah.
And that's all the way from New Orleans. And
That's
that to me is
amazing.
that to me is a winter drink because it smells like Oh, it smells like, I don't know, it just smells like warmth and spice.
It
and
smells like it's
sweetness.
going to knock me on my bum. So I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, so be careful with that one.
Yes. So we've got a few minutes left. I'm going to see if we can quickly make a Christmas pomegranate margarita.
Oh, okay.
We
that
haven't
sounds
done anything with tequila just yet. So what
there
are we
might be a
going to
reason
put that
why.
one in? Which one?
I like that one with the, what about that kind of, that one? No, that one. That's
The brandy?
really cool
Yeah.
with your glass.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to try to whip through this as quick as we can.
Okay. Want ice in it?
Yes.
Okay, where did our...
Oh, this is an actual shake and pour one.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, but we
we
need
don't have
the-
time. So we'll just do that. We've got 3 minutes left, and I want to make sure that we are doing this all. So
Okay, well,
we've got,
it's a little bit rangy, but we can use this.
Okay. All right.
It had some other stuff in it, but
It's okay. So 2 ounces of tequila.
right on.
I love some tequila.
Oh, well, you know.
All right.
Another option to that too is mezcal. I don't know if you've ever had mezcal.
Ooh, no,
It's
I
also
haven't
made
in a
from
long
cactus,
time.
but it's a little more smoother sometimes than
Is this
tequila. This is Cointreau.
Cointreau.
Again, this is like a triple sec. This is like a curacao. It's made from oranges.
Right.
And this is a little sort of top shelf.
So it's 1 ounce.
1 ounce.
1 ounce of that.
Now triple sec is probably about half the price of Cointreau.
Right.
Like
Okay.
when you go to the liquor store, you'll pay twice as much for this, but it's a really good product and it's really quite smooth and rounds it out and it's all kinds of good stuff.
You know what's really funny is, yeah. Nope, not doing it.
Okay, and you want some lime juice?
I want some lime juice, 1 ounce.
Okay.
And I've got some.
We didn't open this before we went on air, and we should.
We didn't. Yeah, no, that's okay. And while we're doing that, I'm going to get the pomegranate juice. Hence the name Christmas pomegranate or holiday pomegranate margarita. And we're
This
going to
guy
put
just
in.
doesn't want to open.
It doesn't want to open. Well, we can pretend.
Okay. Well, you know what? And you know what else? Because what else we'll do? You go ahead. You pour your pomegranate. An ounce and a half of pomegranate juice.
Yes.
And
And then I just realized now that I don't have coconut milk.
well,
I think
we
I
can
have
use the
oat milk.
coconut cream.
We can use the
We
coconut
sure
cream.
can. It's the same thing. We'll just take some of the liquid off it.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. Oops. I'm a little bit messy today, but let's, I'm going to lean over here. And I'm going to give this to you, and I'm going to pour in the rest of the pomegranate.
Okay. And so we'll just try to get the liquid off here without too much of the fat. There we
Right.
go. Yep. Good. So now we got the coconut milk out of the coconut cream.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And this is a shake and pour, or a stir and pour.
Okay. Well, in this
We've got
instance,
about
we'll
a minute left, so.
we'll just give it a little bit of a stir. Here's my magic cocktail wand. So we'll give that a stir. And the thing with when we're doing cocktails, make it fresh juice.
Right.
As often as we
Yes.
can, make it fresh lemon juice, lime juice. It has more bite, more sparkle, more freshness. It just gives your cocktail a fresher taste.
And I think because we have
This is a good product
we've got
when we're
30
stuck.
seconds left, so I'm just going to say,
Okay.
Because we've got this in, we're just going to pour this one in. I think because we used the golden tequila, this would be a little bit more clear, like with white tequila, right? With the-
But the pomegranate gives it a good color. It's very nice. And again, we garnish that up with something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, I can smell the tequila. You had a little bit of a heavy hand with the tequila.
Anyways, thank you
That's a
so
good
much
one.
for joining us. We hope that you enjoyed all of these drinks, and check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll post these recipes.
And don't drink and drive.
Absolutely.
Go safe. We want everybody to go safe.
Until next time, bye-bye for now.
Bye. That was great fun.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
The regulars, the guys who keep this place in business. Last week, they had something to celebrate. Jason had just finished university, so they toasted his